My name is Onuoha Anayor Daniel. I am a HR professional and the host of the MeetPoint Podcast. I'm ambitious and I'm supportive. Yeah, very supportive. Yeah, I've lived outside Nigeria before. In fact, I was born in a city called Kumba in Cameroon. Very beautiful city. Uh, Maybe one of these days we'll talk more about it. I've been to Abuja, that is the FCT. I've been to Niger State, Imo State, Abia State, Enugu, Delta, Lagos, Oyo State, Cross River. Okay, River State. Yeah, I've been to Port Harcourt, River State. Yeah, I think the 10 states that I've been to in Nigeria that I can remember. Owerri number one because it's my home, and two, it has great food. Great friends over there. So Owerri must top the list for me. Number two will be Ibadan because of its food. Yeah, I think I'm a foodie to an extent. So I love to visit Ibadan. There's this restaurant I always go to once I step my feet in Ibadan. I just go there to enjoy myself. Then Mina, Mina in Niger State, because my time in Niger State was very, very, important to me, especially as it influenced my spiritual life. So, I value that. I value that time I spent there. So, Mina should also be like one of the top three cities that I have been to in Nigeria for me. To say number one Zaria because I've heard a lot of beautiful things about Zaria, and I usually say that most of the people that I've seen come from Zaria are always, they always have they always have something about being excellent in whatever they do. So because of that, I think I would definitely want to visit that city one day and just see how things go over there. Number two will be Jos because of the beautiful stories around the weathers, the plateau, the mountains, and all those stuff. I would definitely want to visit. I want to feel that cold weather. I want to have that experience. So yeah, I think for me it should be Zaria and Jos. I studied education economics. So yeah, I'm an economist and at the same time I'm an educationist. My favorite quote has to be, if a purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable, by Dr. Miles Monroe of blessed memory. I love that quote because that set a lot of he did a lot of things in my life. I remember reading some of his books then, and I really love his writings. Like his books are, quite mind blowing. So for me, that's my best and most favorite quote. Oh, it definitely has to be Apostle Joshua Selman. In the last decade, he has been the one that has inspired me the most in my life. Listening to his messages, it has been incredible. And I'll do shout out to my friend Oeliagu Peter for introducing him into my life, for introducing Apostle Joseph into my life. And I started listening to him back then as an undergraduate, and trust me, I've never had to regret one day. So Oeliagu Peter, if you see this video, thank you for doing that. Cheers. That has to be bad leadership in Africa. I'm of the school of thought that everything rises and falls on leadership, right? If leadership gets it right, every other thing gets it right in the society. right? And if leadership gets it wrong, every other thing in that society is likely to go, the wrong direction. So if I had a magic wand, it would definitely be solving the problem of bad leadership in Africa, across Africa, not just Nigeria, across Africa, so that because I believe we have great talents. We do have great talents in Nigeria, in Africa. Oh, we do have great talents, but bad leadership has done a lot of harm. So if I had a magic wand, that would be the deal. That has to be Jesus Christ. I think I think I think he's the perfect example for life. Um, you know, I think he's a perfect example for life, and as much as possible, if we can, emulate, you know, through his teachings, through his actions, through the scripture, I think the world will be a far better place. Far better place. Yeah. So my inspiration, for starting the MeetPoint podcast is definitely to inspire, to impact, you know, and help people scale through, difficult times, get clarity, especially in as it relates to career, as it relates to business, and bringing in, biblical values to these things as well. I think it will impact someone. I think it will help somebody scale through similar situation that they are going through now or later in the future. I believe that the Midpoint podcast was prepared for now. I even think that um, this is its time, and it is an idea that has, you know it is ripe for the market, and it is ripe for consumption. So yeah, there will definitely be inspiration. People will be inspired, people will get clarity, people will be comforted, people will be motivated. That place where you hear a story and you can relate to say, oh, I don't think I'm the only one going through this. When somebody come up here to talk about challenges, talk about successes, talk about rough patch in their career, rough patch in their business, you know, and how they have been able to go through it, or how they are currently going through it, I think that will do a lot of good. And yeah, it is for me. It is just a place to share stories. It is a place to let's talk. Let's talk.